Well, we all know the situation in Puerto Rico is dire. There is still an extreme need for basic supplies.
Yeah, we showed you last week. Our Sonia Gutierrez got some local Puerto Ricans together at a coffee shop to talk about the crisis.
And now, as Sonia shows us, they're standing for Houston by collecting donations.
You know, it is incredible how one small group of people can get together and do something great for others. In this case, the people from the Cafecito were able to raise all kinds of donations. There was one problem. They needed a way to get it to the island. So they asked us, KHOU, to figure that out for them, and we did. We ended up finding a shipping container that would be able to take all of their donations to the island. Donations like these.
How many of you, raise your hand, have family in Puerto Rico right now?
It all started with a cup of coffee, a group of complete strangers, and one story in common.
My cousin, half of his house was made of zinc and wood. All that part just collapsed, and he passed the hurricane basically just holding a window, aluminum window, to make sure that it didn't blow up by the wind pressure, so he can protect his family.
They knew exactly what Puerto Rico needed because their families are there, so they raised it. Over 1,800 pounds of donations. They just needed a way to get it there. So they asked us to help, and we found this. A warehouse already collecting supplies for Puerto Rico, willing to ship their donations too.
So we've committed to sending about 4 or 5 huge shipping containers.
Deborah Stevenson with the shipping company, the American Textile Recycling Services, started getting bombarded with calls not only from the group themselves, but from people who had heard about the warehouse through them.
So we've been gathering
Luis was one of them.
Water, Pampers, first aid kits. We finally found what we're looking for. Their purpose is to get that help to those towns that really need it.
But this doesn't end here.
Put them in a container and ship them out.
Albert Lariu is taking the trip with the donations to make sure that they reach rural areas in the island that were hit the hardest. He says he's now working with the sponsors to keep these shipments going. Here's the best part. You can join the movement too. If you have any donations that you wish to send to the island, the company is willing to ship it for you too. All of those details are on our website, khou.com. For now, standing for Houston, I'm Sonia Gutierrez with KHOU 11 News.
Now, the ship with all the donations is scheduled to leave next week.
But the American Textile Recycling Services says they will continue to ship supplies as long as they keep receiving those donations. That is pretty incredible.